We hear it all the time, don't we? Praise for that person who seems to juggle everything at once, the ultimate multitasker.
Right.
But what if, especially for you listening, striving for that peak performance level, what if that's actually holding you back?
Well, that's exactly what we're digging into today. We're looking at insights from Coach Ed Padalecki's work, the myth of multitasking, and the power of deep focus. And this isn't just surface-level time management stuff. It gets into neuroscience, sports psychology, basically how top performance actually happens.
So our mission here is to show you why that single-minded focus is, well, essential for hitting those big goals, getting through work efficiently, and honestly, feeling more satisfied with it.
Exactly. It's about working smarter, not just harder or faster.
All right, let's jump in. This idea of multitasking, like juggling emails during a meeting or trying to draft a report while on a call. Padalecki says that's not really multitasking, is it?
No, not in the way our brains work. It's actually rapid task switching. You feel like you're doing two things, but your brain is just bouncing back and forth really fast.
And that bouncing has a cost.
A huge cost. Padalecki references Cal Newport's idea, the deep work equation. Think of it like high-quality work equals time spent multiplied by intensity of focus. So when you're task switching, even rapidly, that intensity of focus part, it just plummets. You're dividing your attention constantly.
Right, it gets diluted. Like trying to listen to two conversations at once, you miss crucial bits of both. And Padalecki connects this to sports psychology, talking about attentional control. How does that fit?
It's a great parallel. Think about an athlete, say a basketball player at the free throw line.
Mm-hmm.
If someone yells from the crowd right as they shoot, it breaks their concentration, disrupts their rhythm. Padalecki argues the same thing happens to us in our work. Every notification, every quick email check, every interruption, it fragments our focus, breaks that mental flow state you need for high-level work.
That really resonates. You know that feeling? You're deep into something, someone interrupts you, and then it feels like it takes forever to get back into that groove.
Exactly. And there's a term for why that happens. Attention residue.
Attention residue. Okay, tell me more.
When you switch from task A to task B, your brain doesn't just instantly drop task A. Part of your attention, your cognitive resources, kind of lingers on task A for a while.
Ah, like having too many browser tabs open mentally.
That's a perfect way to put it. And that residue means you have less mental bandwidth, less cognitive capacity for task B. So the quality suffers, you get tired faster, and things just take longer overall.
So if you're aiming for truly top-tier results, this kind of focused, deep work isn't just like a nice-to-have productivity hack. It sounds essential.
It's absolutely fundamental. Padalecki points out, look at elite performers in any field, demanding concentration, surgeons, coders, writers, strategists. Their ability to lock in, to focus intensely, is core to their success.
It's non-negotiable for world-class output.
Right. If you want those results, faster completion, and that sense of real accomplishment, you have to cultivate this ability to work deeply.
Okay, so theory's clear. How do we put this into practice? Let's talk about setting up deep work blocks.
Yes. This is crucial. Padalecki advises scheduling specific blocks of time, maybe 60 to 90 minutes, dedicated purely to one single important task. No interruptions.
Treat it like a critical meeting, basically.
Exactly. Put it on your calendar and guard that time.
But guarding it is the tricky part, isn't it? The pings, the emails, the Slack messages. How do we actually create that bubble?
You have to be intentional, almost ruthless. Turn off notifications, phone, email, everything.
Ooh, turning off all notifications. That feels radical, but probably necessary.
It often is for true, deep work. And crucially, communicate with your colleagues or family. Let them know you need this uninterrupted time and when you'll be available again.
Then there's this idea borrowed from athletes using mental routines. How does that help?
It's about creating a trigger. Just like an athlete might have a pre-shot routine, you can create a small ritual to signal to your brain, okay, it's focus time now.
Like what?
Could be simple. Taking a deep breath, clearing your desk, maybe saying a specific phrase to yourself like Padalecki suggests, time to execute. It just helps transition you into that focused state more reliably.
I like that. A little mental switch flick. And the final piece Padalecki emphasizes is intentional recovery. Why is that important after focusing?
Because deep work is mentally taxing. Just like lifting weights fatigues your muscles, intense focus fatigues your brain. Right. You need deliberate breaks to rest, reset, and recharge.
So stepping away completely for a bit.
Yes. Go for a walk, meditate, do something unrelated. This prevents burnout, builds mental resilience, and actually makes your next deep work session more effective.
Okay, so let's bring it back to you, the listener. Here's the challenge, pulling directly from the source. What's that one project, that one crucial task that really deserves your full, deep focus right now?
And when are you going to actually schedule that protected, uninterrupted time for it? This week. Today.
And how are you going to guard that time, really defend it like the high performer you are aiming to be?
Because remember, the idea that you can effectively multitask on important work, that's the myth.
So let's commit to going deep. Aim for that 1% better today by embracing the power of single-minded focus.
Thanks for taking this deep dive with us. We hope this gives you some food for thought as you continue on your journey.